Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks and we are adding assets to the portfolio. If you are new here, I am building a dividend-only portfolio with a goal to get to $500 a month in pure passive dividend income. We started with $100 a month last year. We moved it up to $150, then $250. Now we are surpassing $350 or $300 every single month and soon to be $350. So that's where we're at, and we are moving towards $500 a month. And what do we do every single week? We buy assets, we increase our dividend income, and we buy some forever assets. So as of today, we are down 1.77%. For the week, we are basically flat at 0.31%. For the month, flat again. We did have a nice week earlier when TSLL started moving, but we have since pulled back down to the $17,500 mark, and then 3 months we are up 1.2%. So pretty flat. We have buying power 2,500. We have some clean spark puts on the table. Those ones are going to be interesting. They're basically at the money right now. That stock has pulled down quite a bit, but we still have 2 more days left on those. So we may roll them or we may take assignment. We'll see. And then we have the TSLL calls out there. And those ones as well are pretty much at the money, but we have some time on those. So that's where we're sitting on those. Each and every single day, you know what we do. We come in here and we have an automatic purchase. We have 49 shares of SCHD, about 18% of the portfolio. And we have a reoccurring buy each and every single day. So we continue to buy this each and every single day. You can see our order history there. We're just stacking it, $5, $5, $5, $5. So SCHD every single day, $25 a minimum a week of SCHD. And then same with our other backbone, and that is VTI, giving us exposure to the entire market. 7.32 shares there. We are up 14.7% on this, 8.5% on the portfolio. And same thing here, recurring purchases every single day, every single market day, I should say. And you can see we got $5 every single day. So pretty cool to see. That's how we build the backbone to the account. And then what do we do? Well, we buy assets once a week, every single week. Usually I kind of rotate them around the dividend expiration date or the ex-dividend dates in order to get the dividends for that month or the following month. So there's that. And then just a brief look. This is all of April. We finished it off. We'll check it out in the spreadsheet, but this is all the dividends we made for April. So if you want to see the stocks I'm invested in and the dividends that they pay, you can see them all here. MVDY, as always, killing it. TSLY, not bad. BITO, a big one, and CONY as well. So these are all the dividends for April. Not too shabby. And then we already have some May ones coming through. AGNC, a nice one. We have 64 shares of this, paying $12 a share, so $7.78. Stag coming in at $1.29. PSEC, $3.14. A big boost because we did make a purchase. We did have 52 shares there. So that's the dividends for the account, and it's time to make some purchases. We're going to do $100 like we do each and every single week. So $50 into SCHD and VTI, and then $100 every single week into my dividends. So first we're going to come down here. I want to hit some of the ex-dividend dates that are coming up. CONY is one I want to get into. We are down 6.27% on this actual position. We've had a massive pullback. Coinbase has earnings this week on Thursday, so tomorrow, and I want to get a couple of shares in here. So especially if I can average down, we've been paid a truckload of dividends on this, so we're not actually down overall, but we're down on the actual position. So we're going to come in here. As always, we're going to do a $25. We're going to buy 1.11 shares. We're going to add to the dividends. And if we were to go into the previous dividends, I don't know what this next one will be. That paid 2.79. So we just bought ourselves over $2 a dividend, almost $3 every single month, just by purchasing that one share right there. So that's CONY. The next one on the list, we kind of talked about it, and it's going to be NVDY. Did I pass it already? Yep, right here. NVDY. We are up on this position 2.93%, so we will be averaging up. But as always, $25, we're going to buy ourselves another share. Same methodology, right? So every time we buy a share, we're buying ourselves, depending on the fund, an extra $1, $2, 50 cents. In this case, paid $2.61, so we just bought ourselves an additional $2.61 each and every single month, compounding. And of course, we have drip as well. So that buys us some more power. The next one here I want to add to on the list, one we haven't bought for a little bit. So the ex-dividend dates on CONY and NVDY are on the 4th. The next one we want to buy is Maine, and that ex-dividend date is on May 5th. so about in 4 days or so. We are up 21.56%, so we will be averaging up on this one. It's been a great asset to hold. Going to continue adding here. We're going to buy ourselves a half a share here. We'll increase the dividend once again. And really, like, if you think about it, we got, $5-6 worth of dividends we just increased with those two purchases. On this one, a lot less, right? 24 cents. But still, so we just bought ourselves 12 cents a month in dividends. Not as much, but obviously there's growth in the stock on this one too. So there's that. And then the last one we're going to add to is another one, YMAX ex-dividend day coming up on the 17th. This stock is down 5.67%. We only have $45 in this one, so really not a whole lot. We're going to add 1.27 shares here, but I have liked the dividend that I've seen on this one. It's staying pretty stable-ish. And then the dividend that paid on this one was, let's see, $1.41, 63 cents a share. So we just bought ourselves close to $1 in dividends on the YMAX fund. And so that's how we do it. Just like that. It's that easy. We buy ourselves asset every single week. We come in here, we make some purchases. Today we made $100 worth of purchases plus the two, the SHC and the VTI for $5 each. So $110 worth of purchases in total today. Counts looking nice at $17,500. Hopefully we can get a nice rip up on TSLL to move the account a little bit, and hopefully CleanSpark can have a nice little rally, and we can get out of those puts and sell into new ones. So that's where we're sitting there. Let's jump into the spreadsheet as always. Let's take a look at the data. And you can see here for April, we ended it. We got all our dividends, and we ended at 330.382. So we fell short a little bit of March, but the thing that I love about that is we had none of our quarterly dividend payers there. So that shows what we are setting up for in the future, right? So we didn't have our TSLL hitting for 31.53. We didn't have EMB hitting. We didn't have SCHD or VTI hitting, or ZOM or VYM hitting. So we missed a lot of income in April, but we still got really close. So that shows the growth that we have here. We already are on deck for $12.21 in May. You can see it there. And we're stacking up. If we can get this consistent 300 to 350 every single month, that's all being reinvested. That's almost $100 a week that's being reinvested. And I'm not pulling out of my brokerage. I'm not pulling out of my bank account. It's just straight reinvestment. So that's pretty cool to see. Would love to get to that 400 mark so we can be $100 a week invested. But let's jump into some more of the data. Here's the sum of all of the income we've had so far: $1,995, almost that $2,000 mark, which will be a stellar mark to look at. And of course, NBDY, TSLY, CONY, and OARK are at the top of the list. Those are the YieldMax funds. They are meant to pay massive monthly dividends, and they have done that, right? So we're averaging $272 a month for 2024. And if we keep on this trajectory, we should bust 3,000 really, really easy this year. If we jump into a little bit more of the data, if you compare month to month, January last year over this month, we went from 0 to 204, 81 cents to 193, 887 in March to 357. April of last year, 1468 to 333 this year. And we just need $8 more to beat what we did in May. So we're on it. We're on a good look. We've already beat what we did all of last year in the first 4 months of the year, and we are on our way up. So I love looking at the data. I love looking at the spreadsheet. I love looking at these bar charts and seeing where we line up. And it's cool watching the dividend, the drips turn on. It's cool watching these numbers stack each and every single week, and it's cool adding to assets. So that's what I got for this week. We are just buying assets each and every single week. We're stacking our dividends. We're adding more money to the account, and we're letting the market do the rest of the heavy lifting, right? So obviously we're adding money to the account. Some may be adding 50, some may be adding $5,000. For me, I like to just stick to that $100 a week. And then on top of that, I'm doing, rough or 150 a week every single week on a minimum. And then at least 75 a week in reinvestment from my portfolio. So it's not bad. We're doing over $200 a week every single week. If we do this for another 30 years, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars here. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're building towards. And my goal is to hit $500 a month in pure passive dividend income by the end of 2024. You're going to see me do it here, and I'm going to put as much money as I need to in order to get it done. So that's what we're doing. Thank you, everybody, as always, for the support. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like, and we'll catch you next time. Happy investing.